think you should.
So I like Quantum Break so much that I decided to like play it the second time. Well, not the second time. Like I did Act 1 earlier, so I'm definitely doing Act 2 right now. See, they have this thing called Timeline. I haven't even clicked on that yet, so I'm gonna check it out. But real quick, it said something about walking, and you can hit a button for that. But I haven't been able to see a button that tells you, "Oh, this is the button for walking," and I'm like, "Oh." I already turned it off? Nope. Well, this is disabled. Here we go. I could have sworn control. Oh, there's no display. There you go, walking. Choose whether walk mode is triggered by holding or tapping the walk button. I'm like, there is no walk button. Those are lies. Must be for just like the keyboard. Hardline PR. CFR Chamber.
My name is Paul Serene. I founded Monarch Solutions 17 years ago with a very clear purpose. There are those who would question my actions. I'm recording this as a final statement of vindication, a testimony of how things came to be. I've always been devoted to my mission. Never deterred from my goal, no matter the sacrifice. Because I've seen where this leads. I've seen where it all ends.
We have a problem. No word from Jack Joyce's transport. It should have arrived here by now. We may have a traitor on the inside. You're due for your treatment. I'll find who's behind this.
Find Jack. That's our priority. Get your best man on it.
There's more.
Jack, how do I...
As you know, Jack's level of interference led to unexpected complications. Witnesses from the university were transported here. You need to take a look. We can't afford any further obstacles at this stage of the plan.
Oh.
Now, I see two options. We could use force, remove any loose ends. But if those witnesses disappear,
The public will start asking questions. Potentially turn on Monarch.
Mr. Serene?
Alternatively, I could mount a broad PR strategy, get the city on our side. But that leaves us with
The loose ends.
Precisely. The choice is yours, but keep in mind, the men will view your decision as a unified strategy moving forward.
The machine that started it all.
How long until the core is ready for transport?
It'll be en route to Monarch headquarters in less than an hour. Installation should be complete before the gala.
Good.
Good.
Jack would never understand the necessity of what I'd done. It wasn't the death William deserved, but his knowledge posed too great a risk to our plan.
I suggest we deal with the issue at hand. Liam Burke over there can explain the situation in more detail.
Of course. It was the first time I'd visited the Ground Zero operation in ages. The location I'd arrived in when I went 17 years back in time. The location where my fate was sealed 6 years ago.
That's a lot of complication. 17 years ago, went back to the past, but 6 years ago something happened. Well, yeah, that's, I guess, yeah, I answered it.
We had Jack in custody, but I was starting to witness visions from the future which made it clear that could change very soon.
It's Amy.
Sir,
Who is this?
Amy Ferrero. She's one of the witnesses. Awaiting your orders on how to proceed.
My powers grew stronger even as the Chronon syndrome worsened. I could choose a path that would become the actual future, but it wasn't optional. The moment wouldn't end until I made up my mind.
The junction power reveals two potential futures. Your decision at each junction point will steer the story of both the game and the live-action show. Choose wisely.
Initialize a PR campaign.
I want us to.
And that violence was because of Jack Joyce.
Monarch would take a PR-friendly approach and manipulate the public into siding with us. Our lies would give us control.
The manhunt continues as authorities search for Jack Joyce. Hey, somebody's sneaking around down there. Hey! I think that's Jack Joyce!
We'd use the media to expose, then hunt for Jack.
I uploaded all the files I stole on that USB stick from the Monarch security station.
But the eyewitnesses would be out there, and Jack would learn our secrets.
Shireen chooses the PR approach, manipulates the media to frame Jack as the villain in the university incident. Or the hard line being,
Any potential threats to our plan need to be erased.
Wait!
Monarch would take a hardline approach. Crush all obstacles, eliminate all witnesses. It would be harsh. But I had made hard choices for the greater good before.
I dug through the area and I found everything I could on you, bro. This is messed up, man. I trusted Monarch.
But the people of Riverport would turn against us. Our secrets would be safe, but the public would hate us, and Jack would gain new allies.
Monarch's got no authority to stop you, and you tell that to everybody on that bridge.
see, I like it because, like, no matter what, like, left or right you pick, you know, like, one would probably make my life more difficult, but I don't even know whose side I'm on because I don't know what Paul has seen. Paul could have seen something that needs to be stopped, whereas Jack doesn't understand. But if I'm playing as Jack more often than Paul, I'd want Jack to kind of have an easier life. Well, not as challenging difficulty. I've never really been one for killing. And apparently the other was Paul because he was able to choose to not personally kill Will, but at the same time.
We can't risk any unwanted attention. Convince the witnesses not to talk. Keep eyes on them and send them home. Initialize a PR campaign. We need the city on our side.
You see, it's almost bad because I'm making decisions based upon what I don't know. Because Paul knows
this one.
I don't.
She's the head of the anti-Monarch movement. I think we're looking at the new face of our campaign.
Jack!
There's no other way out. Going through the machine.
Oh, wait. No! Jack! This way! Jack!
I use my power to guide us. To decide how to best prepare for the inevitable end of time. That gives the chosen few a chance to survive. I've seen the end of time.
That's what we're trying to prevent, isn't it? 75% of people did what I did. You chose to have Serene take the PR approach, but 75% of the people, other people who play the game also choose the same thing. So that's interesting. And it's the live action clip right here. Episode 1, Monarch Solution. Industrial area interrogation room. 2 hours after infraction in time.
Time's up.
And that's ain't it.
The one in the middle, I assume that's your mother. On the left, of course, your father. And on the right, the little one. How old is she? "114 Lafayette. Is that correct? That was taken not 5 minutes ago by my associate, Michael.
What do you want?
Doesn't tell us what that was.
I want a statement. And you don't want Michael outside of your house a moment longer.
That's Liam.
What happens to me?
Well, that's entirely up to you.
Okay. I'll do it.
I'm so glad we could work this out.
Don't mind me smiling. I'm just really like, Is that blood on her lip, or is it that's really red?
Liam, walk with me. Seems your work's been undone. We just lost communication with Jack Joyce's transport.
How the fuck does that happen?
Knowing how isn't important. You just need to find him. Wincott is working on a location.
Great.
What is it?
What?
Something's wrong.
University. That's not how we operate. It was sloppy.
Have all your operations gone smoothly? Go home, Liam. Wait for the call. I'm sure your wife misses you.
There's Dan. Good thing about our friend Stan is Stan makes it easy. See, the guy goes around using the same username and password everywhere he goes. Now, that means that his cloud isn't so protected. May I present to you Exhibit A. Wow, God, this guy's swinging for the fences. And what is that? What are you doing, Brenner?
Coffee cup.
No, I know it's a coffee cup, but what is it doing on my table? The fuck? You know what this is? Do they have these in Idaho?
Iowa.
Whatever. Use it. You tell me what's next, Brenner?
I don't know.
I know you don't know, and that makes me sad for you. All we do now is upload our girl's video to Stan, and our friends at WZWY send Stan a note with some of his private pics, and last but not least, we post a letter. That letter allows Reclaim to take full responsibility for everything that's happening. Signed sincerely, your local terrorist, Jack Joyce. You can say it.
It's pretty awesome.
Shit. Mr. Hatch, perfect timing. Me and Brenner, we just dug up some major dirt on on our news director over at WZWY. He'll be running our copy and posting that girl's video within an hour.
Good work, Woodcut. Where are we with Joyce?
Joyce? Well, I got a lock on his transpo. I mean, I packed into his camera, and I'm waiting to find a locale. It's not incredibly easy.
Keep an eye on it. And when you find him, contact Burke directly. I think we have a traitor in our midst.
Traitor? Hello? Oh, I'll let you go, Mr. Hatch. Thank you.
Is that Martin Hatch?
Get the fuck out of my office. Get the fuck out of my office. Just... Fuck. Give me something. Come on, Joyce.
The first incident 2 hours after the fracture in time. Almost 7 o'clock a.m.
Em?
Things have been really bad at work. I'm sorry. I just...
I dreamt you were a cat.
A cat?
Mm-hmm. With these big furry bear paws. Way too big for your body. It was a strange creature. But I knew it was you.
A man who loves his woman because he knows no one else will.
I have to get back to work soon.
It's gonna be like, you just got here.
You work more than any field manager in the history of field managers. Baby, you haven't been home in 2 days.
Struggling between trying to tell her the truth and trying to either come up with a good story of Mars.
Your mom's being difficult.
Oh, I'm
She's
being difficult, huh?
She's being very difficult. What?
I don't think that's the baby. Okay. You would.
Close your eyes.
Birth claws up in there. It don't look like it from the clothes I wear.
It's okay, go.
In the videos, but home clothes. Downtime.
Yeah.
Burke, got a lead on Joyce.
What is it?
I was able to track his transpo to a warehouse on Burgundy and Wilkins. It's inside Ground Zero perimeter.
What?
Sending you the coordinates now.
This is what causes people to cheat and leave. Or to lose someone you love.
I gotta go.
Technological frontiers beyond anything mankind has seen. Along with its innovative research and design programs, Monarch has sought out investments within the city of Riverport in order to rebuild this great city, transforming it into an economic powerhouse over the past...
What the hell? I wasn't sure if it was like in-game graphics or
and has
the
helped
live
eager
action.
students from all over the country to further their dreams and interest in technological research and design. And with Monarch's greatest investment in the future being right here in Riverport, it's pretty clear how bright the future is for all of us.
Hold. There's been a development.
Jack,
You've already seen it.
tonight on the island. He'll be there, and he'll want revenge. I need him stopped now.
I think our focus may be somewhat misguided here.
Your fifth column traitor?
You shouldn't take it so lightly. Joyce got lucky. He escaped. He's gone. He wouldn't be foolish enough to come back. Our only vulnerability is within, Paul. You should see that.
Telling me what I've already seen.
You're not thinking clearly. You need your treatment.
You've been the face of Monarch for all these years, Martin. But let's get clear on something. This is still my ship.
And I simply don't want to see you go down with it.
Just find him.
We take you now to Riverport University, where a violent showdown shook the town last night. Joining us now is Amy Ferraro, an eyewitness on the scene. Amy, tell us, what is going on here?
There were people from our group who took things too far. Things got very violent. And that violence was because of Jack Joyce. I want people to know that he is a very dangerous person. A terrorist.
2 bacon and egg sandwiches?
Sounds like a terrifying thing down there. We really appreciate your bravery going on record to speak out against what appears to be such a dangerous person.
Two cheeseburgers.
Sup, IT?
You wish I was IT. Hey, you don't have security clearance to be in here?
Security clearance.
Access granted.
I thought you might have been up all night, so...
You didn't get the runny kind, did you?
No, it shouldn't be. It's cool, they're new. Oh, man.
Fiona Miller. Terminated. You're fired.
So what's the 411? What the hell's going on out there?
411.
Yeah, the 411.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine?
Everything's fine.
There was a shootout at the university last night.
Nothing I couldn't handle.
All right. You think they're gonna cancel the party tonight?
Are you kidding? No way. Hatch knows what he's doing.
You gonna go?
To a party? Me? Go to a party. I don't know.
We can roll together if you want.
Okay. Yeah, all right, I'll go.
Okay, buddy. What are you gonna wear?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll go naked.
Nice, I like that. I gotta get back to my desk, so see you tonight?
Yeah. I'll see you tonight.
Socially awkward doesn't mean he likes her. What do you think it doesn't like her?
Buddy.
Friend zone, buddy.
Buddy.
Yep. Liam either has to die, because Beth is big in what's going to happen.
Liam, this isn't what it looks like.
Fuck, Beth. I really didn't want it to be you.
You need to listen to me.
Step away from the van.
Step away! Right now! Drop the gun.
I can't do that.
You've 3 seconds till I pull.
I have better reflexes.
And you're a marksman for shit.
No.
No! Gosh, he's gone. Do you see what's happening?
The stutters.
More and more.
Beth, what is going on?
Time is breaking down. The end is coming, and Joyce could be the key.
Wait, the end of what?
The end of time.
Beth, the end of what? The end of what?
Of time! Of time! Of life as we know it, the entire universe gone. And somehow, Monarch has been preparing for it. They knew it was coming. There's this thing. It's called a lifeboat protocol, and it can save us, at least some of us.
Hands on your head, down on your knees.
Brown.
Wilder, do not make me ask again. Joyce just took down half my men. You think maybe he had some help?
We're unarmed. I was responding
I do not give a fuck.
Hey, I am with Monarch.
On your knees!
If they take me in, then it's the end for me. And for you.
Now!
This is not cool.
Just do what he says.
Do not let them take us. We'll never find the lifeboat. Think about Emily.
Just relax.
Liam!
Shut up!
This lifeboat protocol. What is it?
I don't know. But Dr. Kim was at the center of it.
The person who
Dr.
died?
Kim?
If you can get into his lab.
That's impossible. It's been closed up since he disappeared.
Do you know anyone who could get you in?
Come on, guys. 29 down. 40 more to go. Man. More.
Running. That's because you waited okay. I can see you didn't wait.
Thanks, Fiona. It's disgusting. Holy shit.
This is a lot of bad
Hamburg.
shit.
Gotcha, buddy. Patch is gonna love this. Oh, shit. You fucking golden boy.
You won. Nice. Because I need the job.
Gotcha.
Monarch employees, the food trucks will be parked outside.
Charlie! I need a favor.
Yeah.
Can we talk somewhere private?
I'd really rather not.
In your office would be good. It'll be really quick.
Yeah. So what happened with Joyce?
Oh, there's nothing there.
Huh? There's nothing there? He just wasn't there? Like, or what?
No, Hatch, he reassigned me. He wants me to secure the perimeter lab on the island. He thinks Joyce might go there. He sent me here to get access to it. Can you help me out?
Yeah, sure. Let me see what I can do.
Thank you.
You know, it's really funny that you say that that lead on Joyce was no good because I don't know. It sure looks like he was there. And that other guy kind of looks like you, but that's weird because you work for Monarch, and that guy clearly does not work for Monarch. Now, I can zoom in and go, hey, wait, stop killing me, because I just put a high security alert out on your ass. You got about 20 seconds.
You're bluffing.
Hey, you're welcome to stick around and try to find out.
You know what I'm gonna do to you.
I have a pretty good idea what Monarch's gonna do to you. In about 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Good luck, buddy. 9, 8. We need all points converged on Liam Burke. He's armed and dangerous.
Why are you walking? Suspicious behavior. It's called running.
Listen up, he's on level B, near the main overpass.
Just a reminder, Monarch headshots. They're free of charge. Get them in HR.
Those are guys you gotta watch.
Fucking idiots!
Liam, stop!
He's not invincible. He's not a fucking superhero.
Brenner, I'm dealing with it. Yeah, I know. He's in the building. Yeah.
This is interesting steroids. This guy kicks ass. I thought it was just a straight jackass, but I like him a lot.
South parking structure. I repeat, south parking structure, 4th floor. Second floor. Gotta cut him off. He's heading out the entrance.
No, come on!
I love driving, and this guy's really
Okay, he
good.
said he's south
Almost
on
as good
Eastman.
as me.
South on Eastman.
Why are you driving on the wrong side of the road?
Phantom team, he's headed to you. He's flying. Look out.
Copy.
Cut him off. Cut. Go.
Come on, you got this. Stick with them. Get me alongside him.
God, get him!
3rd Street. He's headed to the alley.
Copy that.
Corner him.
Think faster.
Please, put your hands. Put your hands in.
I didn't even watch TV, but I watched this. And episode 1. Wow. Alright, so I guess you finish an act and then an episode comes after it, which kind of shows, I guess, and this is like a good thing and a bad thing. It shows the choice that you make at the beginning of the episode. It was kind of like, so everything I did before really doesn't matter. It's like I play the game. There's a choice, and then the choice branches off, and then I'm assuming it has to eventually come back. Because otherwise you have like, okay, you have a choice, and you branch off to here, and then each one branches off to another one, and continues on, becomes like a huge cluster mess. So like, obviously it has to come back to a point, but it's still cool that they were able to like, okay, well, we're going to spend, because make a video game that costs millions of dollars, so to make something like this, with a video game and a live action episode, like live action TV episode that's based upon either decisions that you make. It's kind of like, ooh, but at the same time, I'm hoping that I figure out if it really makes much of a difference when I get back to playing, obviously after this session. If Act 2 is kind of like, okay, well, you go back to playing, but kind of regardless of what happens, the only thing that really changes is the dialogue that you hear within the world. Or if it's kind of like, oh, because you chose this path, this person doesn't trust you, or you have limited resources over here. I don't know. And I'm eager to find out to see how well they do this, because few games do this. A lot of Tall Tales, if I can say the company name right, they do a lot of the branching thing, but once again, is the idea of, like, it branches to a certain point, but it really, like, some of the decisions that you make aren't really as detrimental. Like, it doesn't really change. It changes things, it changes the experience, but it doesn't really change the story. The story is still linear. I would say the story is linear to the idea that you eventually, well, now we find out that Paul is trying to not really stop the end of time, but more prepare for it. Whereas Jake, I mean, obviously, with his brother's device, which we don't know what was inside the suitcase, that is what is going to potentially stop the end of time, and the countermeasure or the counterpart or what have you is going to be Jake himself. So Jake, maybe it's Jack, that guy himself. So I'm interested to see what the next episode, well, the next act and episode is going to be like, and to see if the decision is one of those things like, oh, you're constantly making decisions, or is it one of those, oh, at the beginning of each live action show, then you make a choice, and depending on the choice, it just kind of like, oh, we chose choice A, we showed this clip, and if we choose choice B, it shows that clip, but it really almost doesn't matter which clip actually gets played. So, well, in the gameplay of things, obviously it matters in the whole story arc, and I like games that have a good story, good narrative, and this is really actually kind of very entertaining. I don't really watch TV because other than this, I have 15 different other things that I do, and obviously those people who stream know that this kind of material, like to play a video game, record a video game, and then be able to post a video game and make sure that it's credible for whatever medium that you post it on. I mean, there's a lot of things that you have to do, and also this is not my day job. Whereas other YouTubers like MatPat and Markiplier and who have you, their daily lives are kind of like their YouTube is what they do. Where this is kind of like, well, I wanted to do something I wanted to share my love for, what I had time for. Even though that means like less sleep. But this is really interesting. Like I said, I don't really watch TV per se because it's kind of like, oh, you just kind of sit there and watch, and obviously you guys just sat there and watched me watch this, and I wasn't expecting to watch this for 30 minutes. So this is really cool. This is really interesting, and I love not having commercials. For people who don't like commercials, this is awesome. So like, yeah, this is cool. This is interesting. The story is actually developing, and like obviously the idea of, we don't know what's happening. To find out what's happening, you have to continue watching or playing, as this case may be. So yeah, this is cool. I'm excited to see what happens next. So next time I see you guys, we're gonna find out what our hero's gonna do next with the chaos that I decided is best case scenario for him. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Adios.